Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Have you ever looked at maybe a beautiful object in your home, a painting maybe, or ceramic, even a rug, and found yourself wondering about the stories, the untold stories woven right into it, the journey it took? What if that piece of art, seemingly just, well, decor, could actually whisper tales? Tales spanning centuries, crossing continents, carrying the legacy of generations. I know I've often found myself just staring at something old, wishing it could just talk. Well, today we're kind of doing exactly that. We are diving deep into the captivating world of Kazak rugs. And these aren't just, floor coverings. They are truly vibrant, visually striking works of woven art, incredibly rich in color, and just steeped in a history that's as intricate as their patterns. So, okay, let's unpack this. Our mission for you today. We want to unravel the fascinating origins of these rugs, understand their really intricate artistic characteristics, trace their modern evolution, too, in our globalized world, and even explore their significant value, perhaps as unique investments. We'll be drawing insights from quite a stack of very detailed sources here, aiming to give you a truly comprehensive and, well, hopefully surprising understanding.
Indeed. And it's quite a journey we'll embark on, starting right from the, rugged geographical roots of these rugs. We'll delve into how diverse cultures profoundly shape their intricate designs. That's key. Then we'll navigate through their modern production shifts, examining how global dynamics are both preserving and adapting this ancient craft, sometimes in really unexpected ways. And finally, we'll touch on the practical services involved, appreciation, care, because owning one is often just the start of its story, right? Our goal is that by the end of this deep dive, your perception of a Kazak rug might just transform from, merely a decorative item to a living, breathing piece of cultural heritage. A tangible link to a rich past. It's an incredibly rich topic, really, full of hidden depths.
Absolutely. And when we talk about ancient roots, it really begs the question, where did such distinctive artistry truly originate? It's not just a simple map pin, is it? Here's where it gets really interesting. Because the story of Kazakh rugs begins in a place that's long been this profound crossroads of civilizations, a region where empires clashed, cultures mingled for millennia. We're talking about the Caucasus region. Now picture this, a dramatic landscape. Rugged, towering mountains, interspersed with lush valleys, all nestled strategically between the Black Sea to the west and the Caspian Sea to the east. This isn't just scenery. This geographical cradle is precisely where this art form, Kazakh rug weaving, was born and flourished, directly influenced by its unique position. When we mention the Caucasus, think about modern-day Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia, nations that each contributed their distinct threads to the rich cultural tapestry of the region, and by direct extension to the incredible, unique designs found in these rugs. It's a place that has always been a melting pot, but maybe not in the way you typically think.
hmm What's truly fascinating here, and really a key insight into their distinctive character, is how that geographical location, right at the crossroads of East and West, led to such a profound influence of diverse cultures on Kazakh rug design. You see, the convergence of Persian, Turkish, and even Russian cultural aesthetics. It wasn't just a casual interaction, not just borrowing motifs superficially. It was a deep, centuries-long exchange. It fundamentally contributed to the development of these unique and captivating designs. From a process I'd almost describe as artistic alchemy, rather than just a simple blend. Imagine the Persian love for, say, curvilinear elegance, sweeping floral patterns, intricate arabesques. Now contrast that with the Turkish preference for bold, stark geometry, tribal motifs, sharp, angular medallions. Then layer in some maybe subtle Russian-inspired floral designs, perhaps from periods when Russian influence stretched into the Caucasus. These weren't just layered on top of each other. They were reinterpreted, almost deconstructed and rebuilt within the distinct rectilinear logic that's so characteristic of Kazakh weaving. This created a synthesis that was profoundly new, yet deeply rooted in each tradition. Each culture brought its signature elements, and the weavers of the Caucasus skillfully wove them together, creating something distinctly Kazakh, yet globally influenced and uniquely reimagined through their own artistic lens.
And this wasn't quick, right? This wasn't an overnight process. The evolution of the Kazakh rug industry spans centuries, not just decades. It's a profound testament to incredible dedication, generational knowledge, an unwavering commitment to craftsmanship. Over these long periods, rug-making techniques weren't just passively passed down, parent to child, that kind of thing. They were rigorously honed, constantly refined, perfected through generations of artisans. Think about the countless hours spent just by hand, the meticulous attention to detail for every single knot, and the gradual, almost imperceptible refinement of every pattern, every color choice. This relentless pursuit of excellence, this deep dedication to the craft of hand knotting, a truly laborious but rewarding process. It ultimately gave rise to the intricate, incredibly durable, and visually captivating rugs we know and admire today. It's truly a living legacy of skill, patience, and a deep connection to tradition woven into every single piece. So we set the stage, the ancient origins, the incredible cultural melting pot that birthed them. A crucible of artistic innovation, really. Now let's pivot a bit. From the historical roots to the visual language itself, the artistry of Kazak design, what makes them so instantly recognizable, so iconic. We're talking about their defining characteristics, those rich, almost jewel-toned colors, the bold geometric patterns that just leap out at you, and the striking motifs that grab your attention and pull you into their story.
Right. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's about understanding the core design philosophy, the thing that underpins so many Kazak rugs. They consistently feature geometric or rectilinear design elements and outlines. This isn't just a stylistic choice. It feels very deliberate. A conscious embrace of past Kazakh designs, a visual dialogue with their heritage maintained for centuries. It's where form and structure are paramount, often kind of eschewing the more fluid, curvilinear forms you might see in, say, Persian weaving. This commitment to geometric precision is a hallmark you'll see across many varieties, almost like a tribal signature. They often create this sense of powerful, grounded energy, a very different feel than more ornate, flowing designs.
And there's so much variety within that geometric framework. It's amazing. While they share that common thread, that powerful rectilinear foundation, you find distinct types, distinct styles, each with its own signature, its own story to tell. Let's guide you through some of the most prominent, because differentiating them really helps you appreciate the range, the nuance of these hand-knotted rugs. First up, the Kazak Kazakh rugs. Their most distinguishing feature, that unique central medallion. Think of it as the bold, often prominent central design element, commands attention. Much like an 8-pointed star, maybe? Or perhaps a stylized flower, it's a design element that immediately draws the eye, defines the whole piece, almost like a crest.
Exactly. And that striking central medallion in the Kazak rugs usually sits on a dark background, often deep indigo or maybe an earthy brown. This really makes the motifs pop with contrasting, vibrant colors, like a rich red, a deep blue, a vibrant green, and often a creamy ivory. It's a very deliberate, visually striking palette. Enhances their bold nature. Beyond the medallion itself, Kazak rugs showcase a wide variety of secondary motifs. You'll see plenty of geometric patterns, of course, sometimes quite intricate, but also stylized animals, almost like ancient pictograms, or maybe heraldic symbols signifying tribal affiliation or even good fortune. You might even find some abstract floral designs, all rendered in that distinct rectilinear style we've talked about. And pay close attention to their borders. They often feature these intricate repeating patterns that beautifully frame the main design, adding another layer of visual complexity and appeal, kind of guiding your eye around the rug.
Okay, moving on. We have the pinwheel Kazakh rugs, and their name really tells you everything, doesn't it, about their signature element. They feature a distinctive pinwheel-like central medallion. Instead of one solid form, this medallion is composed of several smaller geometric shapes, all arranged in this captivating circular pattern. Creates a wonderful sense of dynamic motion, almost as if the design is perpetually spinning. It's quite mesmerizing, actually.
Yes, and that dynamic feel is definitely reinforced by their characteristic rich color palette. You'll often see bold reds, deep blues, vibrant greens as the most common shades, creating a lively, energetic foundation that really complements the movement of the pinwheel. Within the main field, various geometric patterns and stylized floral motifs sort of dance across the field, all contributing to that dynamic visual effect you mentioned. What's also notable is how the borders of pinwheel Kazakh rugs often incorporate a series of alternating patterns. Perhaps a repeating arrow motif or a series of interlocking hooks, something like that. This isn't just decorative. It truly adds a sense of movement and depth to the overall design. Makes the entire rug feel alive and engaging. The weavers are master storytellers, even in the borders.
Then there are the Star Kazakh rugs, perhaps one of the most iconic, easily recognizable, I'd say. Their signature element, as the name clearly suggests, is a striking central medallion. Features a large, often commanding geometric star pattern. It's bold, it's undeniably the focal point of the rug, and it's a design that has resonated for, well, centuries.
Yes, absolutely. And these Star Kazakh rugs often employ a rich and bold color palette that really enhances that striking star motif. Dominant colors typically include vivid reds, profound blues, lush greens, often punctuated by contrasting accents in ivory, maybe a sunny yellow, or even a fiery orange. This combination creates a really visually dynamic, engaging design. Hard to ignore. Similar to the other types, you'll find a variety of geometric patterns and stylized floral motifs filling out the field around that central star. providing intricate texture and detail. And, much like the pinwheel, the borders of Star Kazak rugs frequently incorporate a series of intricate alternating patterns. These contribute significantly to a sense of depth and movement across the entire piece. It's a truly captivating interplay of color and form, a masterpiece of optical balance.
It's incredible, isn't it? To think about these artistic traditions, these specific patterns and color stories, honed over centuries in those mountainous regions, each not a tiny piece of history. But now, let's shift our conversation. Let's talk about the contemporary landscape of Kazakh rug production. Because while the core artistry remains deeply rooted in tradition, global dynamics have definitely influenced where and how these magnificent pieces are created today. It's a story of adaptation and maybe even survival.
This is a truly significant point, and one that highlights the resilience of this ancient craft. In recent years, there's been a notable shift of production to Afghanistan. This is a fascinating development, really. Skilled artisans in Afghanistan are continuing to honor the traditional designs and techniques, the very things that have defined these rugs for centuries. Despite this geographical move, the core artistry, the integrity of the design, it remains remarkably intact. This shift wasn't just relocating looms, it was, in many ways, a lifeline. Imagine centuries of knowledge, intricate patterns, specific knotting techniques, potentially on the verge of being lost. Due to regional conflicts, perhaps, or economic shifts in their original homelands. The move allowed skilled artisans, sometimes entire weaving families, to continue their craft in a more stable environment, effectively safeguarding a tangible piece of cultural history from disappearing entirely, a true testament to adaptation. This movement has also allowed for continued innovation within that traditional framework.
That's a powerful story of adaptation. Resilience. A phoenix-like rise, almost, for a traditional art form. It's truly impressive that even with this geographical migration of production, the positive impacts include both the vital preservation of the unique artistry and heritage of Kazakh rugs, and that crucial contribution to the economic revitalization of the Afghan rug industry. It shows how traditional crafts can find new lives, support livelihoods, even in profoundly changing times. It's almost as if the art form itself, like the weavers, found a new home to thrive.
Exactly. And this leads us to introduce a specific and rather interesting contemporary variation that you might well encounter, the Kazakh Uzbek Peshawar rugs. Now, these aren't your typical Peshawar weavings, which often have a softer, more muted aesthetic. Their origin story is quite particular. They mainly exported from Pakistan and Afghanistan, and are often made by Afghan weavers right in their homes. A truly cottage industry, keeping the tradition personal, intimate. You might even hear them referred to casually as Caucasian rugs, which is a nod to their distinct design inspiration, clearly linking them back to those original Caucasian patterns.
Right. And what's immediately striking about these Kazakh Uzbek Peshawar rugs, visually speaking, are their colors. Unlike the often softer, more muted tones of typical Peshawar rugs, this particular variety often features significantly brighter reds, blues, and ivory. It's a very vibrant palette. And from what we've seen, a bold red field seems to be one of the more popular color schemes among the choices available. Just to clarify for our listeners, when we say red field, we mean the main central background color of the rug, that expansive canvas where the geometric motifs are laid out. So they really pop, they make a statement.
Indeed they do. And their distinct style really sets them apart from other Peshawar weavings. They consistently feature geometric or rectilinear design elements and outlines, consciously, steadfastly embracing those classic Kazakh designs of the past, as we discussed earlier. This makes them visually very different from what you might expect from a typical Peshawar rug, which often has more, curvilinear or medallion-based designs. It's their commitment to that angular, bold aesthetic that makes them unique within the Peshawar family. Now, digging a bit deeper into their construction, which is fascinating, it's like reading the weaver's signature. The foundation that's the warp and weft, the underlying grid, and often the fringe, is typically cotton, and it has a distinctive gray or charcoal color tone. There are even examples with a double cord cotton foundation, where each cord is a different color, sometimes a light gray and a deep charcoal. This creates a distinctive barber pole look, almost like a candy cane stripe running through the foundation. These aren't just technical specs, these seemingly small construction details. It's like that unique barber pole foundation, or the distinctive alternating colors in the selvages, which are the finished edges of the rug. They are, in essence, the weaver's unique signature, like a hidden watermark. Knowing these specific identifiers empowers you, the listener, to confidently identify these specific rugs in a market full of variations, assess their authenticity, truly appreciate the nuanced craftsmanship that distinguishes them. It's these very details that tell a rug's unique story, hint at its origin. They're a crucial piece of insider knowledge. The edges, or selvages, are flatwoven. They can be upwards of half an inch wide, using alternating red and blue yarn every half inch or so on each side. These are very specific, recognizable construction details that knowledgeable collectors look for.
It's fascinating how specific these details are, right down to the barber pole foundation, like a secret code for those in the know. And these aren't rare finds anymore, are they? This variety of rug has actually been imported from Pakistan for the last 10 years or so. And while the weaving has migrated somewhat in recent years, it's not uncommon to find these rugs in a local retailer or even in bazaars around the globe. So they're becoming quite accessible, which is wonderful for those interested in starting a collection or just bringing a beautiful piece of this heritage into their home. All right, so we've traveled from the ancient, rugged historical origins in the Caucasus to the contemporary looms in Afghanistan and Pakistan, seeing how these magnificent rugs continue to evolve. Now let's talk about what truly makes Kazak rugs a valuable acquisition, not just aesthetically for their undeniable beauty, but also as a potentially wise investment. Because in a world of mass-produced goods, objects with true heritage and craftsmanship, they often stand apart.
Right, and this brings us to a crucial point about modern Kazak rug making: the positive innovations in materials and production processes. While the traditional hand-knotting techniques remain central, revered, modern makers are leveraging improved access to resources. The use of natural dyes and high-quality wool ensures that modern Kazak rugs are both incredibly beautiful and remarkably long-lasting. This focus on premium materials contributes directly to their durability, and by extension, their investment potential. You're not just buying a rug, you're acquiring a piece that can withstand the test of time, become an heirloom, potentially appreciate in value. Beyond just durability, the true investment potential often hinges on provable provenance, its documented age, its original regional origin, especially for older pieces before the production shifts. Verifiable condition reports are key too. Savvy collectors understand that unique, unduplicated motifs or connections to particularly revered weaving families, these can command premiums far exceeding a rug's material worth, transforming it from mere decor into a tangible and often liquid asset. It's a market driven by rarity, condition, and, well, the story.
That sounds fantastic, especially the use of natural dyes. They often result in colors that age so beautifully, right? They have a depth machine-made dyes just can't replicate. But there is a nuanced point here, specifically regarding the dye quality for that Kazakh-Uzbek Peshawar variety we just discussed. While it is generally said the wool used in these particular rugs is dyed with natural dyes, our sources indicate that there are certain colors used in these rugs which may reflect very low percentage of actual natural dyes, so it's something to be aware of. If you're looking for purely natural dyeing across the board, or if you're an avid collector scrutinizing every detail, it's an important distinction just for transparency.
That's a very important distinction to make, yes. And it speaks to the complexity of the modern rug market. And speaking of quality, it's important to understand there's a wide array of qualities and not densities available, reflecting different levels of craftsmanship and obviously different price points. However, for commercial availability, there are typically three main qualities that you'll encounter, representing a good balance of durability and aesthetic appeal. Generally, these rugs feature a very straight wool with a medium to high luster pile sheen. That subtle inherent glow or shimmer you see as light catches the wool fibers, adds to their visual richness, makes the colors seem more vibrant. And interestingly, they tend to have a very thin and low pile height, which contributes to their clean, sharp aesthetic, and often makes them quite durable and easy to maintain for everyday use. This variability in quality means you can find a Kazak rug to suit different needs, different budgets, while still benefiting from their inherent craftsmanship. Knowing about knot density, the number of knots per square inch, is crucial too. It often correlates with detail and durability. A higher knot count allows for more intricate designs and a denser, more resilient pile.
That versatility and quality, combined with their inherent beauty, the robust materials, the deep cultural narrative, it really reinforces the idea that these rugs are a wise investment for any home or collection. They're not just decorative items you buy and forget. They're pieces that hold and can even gain significant value over time, becoming family heirlooms that appreciate both sentimentally and potentially financially. It's a fascinating crossover of art, utility, and, well, finance.
And this raises an important question. Why is it so critical to preserve these traditional techniques, especially hand knotting in our age of automation? It's absolutely essential to maintaining their unique character and charm, the human element, the direct connection between weaver and loom, the subtle imperfections that tell a story of a human hand at work. These imbue each rug with an authenticity, a soul that simply cannot be replicated by machine. A machine-made rug can be perfect, sure, but a hand-knotted rug have personality. By continuing to honor these age-old practices, modern artisans are ensuring that the rich history and artistry of Kazakh rugs are passed down to future generations. This isn't just about preserving craft, it's about safeguarding cultural heritage, supporting the communities that keep these traditions alive, and allowing future generations to connect with the very hands that wove these stories. It's an investment in human skill and heritage.
That's a powerful thought, ensuring the legacy continues, hand by painstaking hand. And this brings us to a very practical question for anyone who's now completely fascinated by these magnificent pieces. So what does all this mean for someone interested in acquiring one or caring for a Kazakh rug? How does one navigate this rich world of artistry, history, investment potential? Because let's be honest, it can feel a little overwhelming when you're first stepping into it.
Absolutely. And this is precisely where dedicated expertise in this specialty business truly shines. We have a prime example in Dr. Hushan Rizwani. He's successfully built an honorable reputation in the carpet business over the past 35 years in Graz, Austria. His journey is really a testament to deep knowledge and trust. He's now delightedly offering his knowledge and experience in this specific field, proudly providing an exclusive selection of Persian and Oriental carpets to homes and businesses in Victoria and Vancouver. It's this kind of deep generational knowledge, passed down and refined over decades, that transforms a casual purchase into an informed acquisition. Gives you confidence in your choice. It's like having a personal curator, in a way.
And the legacy absolutely continues through his son, Babak Rizwani, who is the store owner and operator of the Victoria showroom located at 919 Fort Street. Babak has literally been around the carpet business his entire life. Grew up walking on these masterpieces, surrounded by them. This lifelong immersion means he has a vast knowledge of most carpets from around the world, with a particular specialization, understandably, in Persian carpets. This isn't just a job for him, it's a passion, a deep understanding built over decades, giving him insights that, well, no textbook could provide. I recall once hearing him describe how the subtle sheen of certain wools can tell you almost as much as the knots themselves about a rug's origin. Fascinating.
Yes, exactly. And Babak is always pleased to share that vast knowledge with anyone interested in these exquisite pieces. He can delve into the historical significance of various carpets, maybe even share an anecdote about a particular motif's unexpected origins. He can explain the intricate hand-knotting techniques that make each rug unique, break down the painstaking process into understandable terms. He's also adept at discussing their investment value, helping you understand the market nuances, and can provide invaluable insights into the overall quality of both Persian and Oriental carpets, guiding you through the often confusing array of choices. This commitment to education, to transparency, is invaluable for potential collectors or anyone simply looking to understand more about what they are acquiring. It's about empowering the buyer, really.
And that expertise isn't just about knowledge, is it? It extends to a comprehensive range of services. Services that support collectors and enthusiasts throughout the entire journey of earning a rug, from the moment of discovery to decades of care. Taking Babak's Oriental carpets as a concrete example, they offer worldwide shipping, ensuring these pieces can reach homes across the globe safely and securely. They provide essential carpet repair and cleaning services, because even the most durable, high-quality rug will inevitably need professional care over its long life. Simple vacuuming just isn't enough, right? To get deep-seated dirt out or fix a frayed edge. For those curious about their rug's worth, they offer expert appraisal services, critical for insurance, or if you're considering selling or passing on an heirloom. They also have a convenient trade-in and purchasing counter, incredibly useful for evolving collections or for those looking to refresh their space without a full new investment. They pride themselves on providing detailed information sheets on all carpets, so you have detailed records of your specific piece, its origin, materials, care instructions. There's even a free delivery service in certain areas, though you should always inquire about any restrictions there. And crucially, they offer trials at no obligation, allowing you to see the rug in your own space with your own lighting and furniture before committing. That's an invaluable service. All of this, of course, comes with access to knowledgeable and professional staff to assist you every step of the way, ensuring a smooth and confident experience.
And that comprehensive suite of services really underscores the enduring appeal of Kazakh rugs, and indeed all fine hand-knotted carpets. By making them accessible, ensuring they are maintainable through generations, and providing expert guidance for informed appreciation and acquisition, businesses like Babak's Oriental Carpets play a truly vital role. They ensure that these incredible works of art continue their journey, from the loom through the hands of dedicated artisans to becoming cherished pieces in homes, truly transforming them into tangible cultural heritage that tells a story, and will continue to do so for decades to come.
What an incredible journey we've taken today. diving into the woven world of Kazakh rugs. We started in the rugged, mountainous terrain of the Caucasus, explored how Persian, Turkish, even subtle Russian influences converged to create their distinctive geometric and vibrant designs, and then followed their remarkable evolution to the skilled looms in Afghanistan, which now carry on this ancient tradition, adapting it for a new era. We've touched on their diverse types, like the striking Karachov, the dynamic pinwheel, the iconic star Kazakhs, and even discussed the specific construction details of modern variations like the Kazakh-Uzbek Peshawar.
Ultimately, their enduring appeal lies not only in their profound beauty, their vibrant aesthetic, but also in the meticulous skilled craftsmanship and the deep centuries-old history that each rug represents. It's a testament to human ingenuity, artistic dedication, cultural resilience. And as we embrace and appreciate the artistry of Kazakh rugs, it is vital that we continue to preserve and celebrate their unique heritage by actively supporting the artisans who carry on the tradition of hand knotting. This ensures that the legacy of Kazakh rugs will continue to enchant, inspire, and tell their rich stories for generations to come, linking past, present, and future in a single, vibrant thread.
Exactly. So here's a thought to leave you with. How does knowing this intricate history, the profound cultural influences, the sheer artisanal dedication behind an object like a Kazakh rug, an item often just seen as, practical home decor, how does that change your perception of it? Does it transform it from mere decoration into a tangible, deeply personal piece of global heritage? A quiet storyteller in your own space. And if a rug can hold such hidden depths, tell such a rich, complex story. What other everyday objects in your life might hold similar secrets waiting to be discovered if we only knew their stories? Something to ponder until our next deep dive.